In recent months, Andrew Tate has gained popularity on social media due to the viral podcast and interview clips and posts featuring him. People are curious about Tate's source of income because he claims to be the first trillionaire in history. Tate's net worth is just about $250 million despite his boasts. Therefore, let's examine his sources of income. In today's video, we will discuss how Andrew Tate earns money. During a recent interview, he was questioned about his wealth, and his response was as follows. "I went without money for a significant portion of time. When I was about 27 years old, I made my first $1 million. By the time I was 31, I had amassed $100 million, and I just recently became a trillionaire." Given that there are now no trillionaires in existence anywhere in the globe, Tate's statement could be interpreted as wishful thinking on his part. On the other hand, his net worth is probably somewhere around $30 million at this point in time. But who exactly is Andrew Tate, and how did he manage to become an internet superstar in such a short amount of time? Why are so many people sharing his videos? What's the problem with that? If you are truly interested in gaining all the information, you should keep watching to the very end. Andrew Tate was born on December 1st, 1986, in the city of Washington, which is located in the state of District of Columbia in the United States. Tate migrated to England when he was just 4 years old and made England his home almost as soon as he arrived there after making the transfer. As a direct consequence of this, he has not spent a significant amount of time in Washington. He spent the majority of his later years in Luton, England, which is also where he participated in each and every one of his matches up to the time he retired in 2016. He played until the year 2016 before he finally called it quits. Tate gives thanks to his father, Emery Tate, for helping him achieve his dream of becoming a kickboxer. Emery Tate was a chess master on an international level, and Tate gives credit to his father for helping him achieve this objective. The beginning of Andrew Tate's professional career coincided with the years 2008 and 2009, when he made many appearances in the British Cruiserweight title. During this time, he also began his career as a boxer. In 2009, he contested for the International Sport Karate Association English Light Cruiserweight title and won it by virtue of his victory over Paul Randall. He was successful in capturing the title. It was the very first time in his career that he won a belt and title. After that, he continued to be successful in his competition and won a number of additional titles and championships, such as the International Kickboxing Federation British Cruiserweight title and the International Sport Karate Association International Full Contact Light Heavyweight Championship, amongst other titles and championships. At this stage, the most important question is how he makes money for himself. Andrew Tate mentioned in an interview for a podcast that Aiden Ross was in charge of hosting that he and his brother have a total collection of 27 different types of supercars. They have a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport, which is the most costly vehicle in their collection. It is the most expensive car in the world. It is also one of the items in their collection that they value most highly. You may see some of the many videos that show Andrew Tate driving his Bugatti online. There are several of these films. In the same podcast, he discussed the cost of the vehicle, stating that it was approximately $5.8 million and that this cost included all of the additional services related to it, such as transportation and insurance. On his Instagram account, Andrew has published a number of photos that show him traveling in a variety of different private aircraft. These photographs were taken by Andrew when he was away on his travels. During an appearance on a podcast, Andrew made a joke about being a trillionaire, but it turned out that he was only exaggerating the amount. How exactly did he go from having absolutely nothing to having a regular income that is in the millions of dollars? Andrew Tate's company generates the majority of its income from the marketing and sale of subscriptions to Andrew Tate's online school, which is known as Hustlers University. This activity is Andrew Tate's principal source of revenue. Individuals who are interested in expanding their knowledge in a variety of fields, such as e-commerce, freelancing, company management, and other related topics, will benefit greatly from enrolling in the online school known as Hustlers University. There are already more than 100,000 people registered with the platform, and there is a monthly cost of $49.99 required to become a member. It appears from this that Andrew's monthly subscription revenue is larger than $5 million as a result of the circumstances that were covered previously in the sentence. Andrew is the proprietor of both Hustlers University as well as a casino that can be found in the country of Romania. The casino is located in Bucharest. In a podcast with the heading Your Mom's House, he gave the impression that it earns more than $200,000 per month, which is a significant amount. Because Andrew worked as a commentator for Real Extreme Fighting MMA, he was able to strike up a relationship with the proprietor of a casino as a result of his job. Andrew's decision to seek a career in the gambling sector was influenced by his connection to the industry. During that time, the proprietor of the casino served as a sponsor for RXF in order to show his support for the organization. He proposed to the owner of the casino that he opens his own gambling establishment using the owner's name and the money from the owner's casino. What were the keys to Andrew Tate's financial success? Andrew Tate amassed a fortune as a consequence of the sales of subscriptions to his online school known as Hustlers University. The fact that the course has more than 100,000 registered participants contributes to the over $5 million in monthly revenue that is generated from it. How exactly did he go from having no members to having 100,000 of them in such a short amount of time? To comprehend how he legitimately amassed such a large fortune, you need to have some background information on his life. Kickboxing was the first long-term vocation that Andrew Tate pursued, and he was successful enough in the sport to win 6 separate titles in the discipline. He mentioned in a few podcasts that he has listened to that kickboxing is not a smart career choice because it does not pay very well. According to him, his biggest payout was $100,000 before taxes and fees were taken into account. After retiring from a career in kickboxing, he found himself broke, and he was interested in learning how to generate money on the internet. After doing some research into the webcam business, he came to the conclusion that he wanted to start his own webcam firm along with his brother and a few of his girlfriends. At the peak of the company's success, over 75 webcam models were helping to bring in roughly $60,000 per month for the business. Andrew and his brother took the money they generated from their webcams and invested it in Bitcoin, which led to a big increase in the amount of money the two of them have. After that, he started appearing as a guest on a number of various podcasts in order to broaden the scope of his audience. One of the most well-known podcasts in which he has been featured is called Fresh and Fit, which focuses on health and fitness. When he appears on the podcast, he almost always shares exactly what is going through his head at the time. A significant lot of attention was drawn to him as a result of the outspoken views that he held towards women, riches, and conventional conceptions of masculinity. Through his participation in a variety of well-known podcasts over the past few years, Andrew has steadily increased the amount of attention he receives online. Recent examples of his public appearances include those on Standout TV, the Aiden Ross Twitch show that Felix Yengel co-hosted, and the Full Send podcast that Nelk hosts. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.